Mirror Essay, Born into Decay, the very first book of the To Be an Arab Woman series, lightly touches world philosophy laced with psychology for a very potent reason. Do not skip this chapter. Do not think it trivial, or worse, irrelevant. This very dialogue between Layla and her mother holds the essence of the secret code, the spark that awakened Layla and gave her the courage to rise, to stand for her rights and inner truth. But not before the battle, not before the internal war nearly drove her to madness, the incessant questioning, the dismantling of self-worth, the weight of shame, self-blame, and guilt, none of which were hers. They were the poisons of her upbringing, injected into her like venom masked as duty. The reader is taken into the crumbling mental walls of Layla, a descent into the destruction of cultural and bloodline pillars. Pillars she never built, never questioned, and never had permission to even doubt. Yet, she was forced to uphold them, forced to live by them, worship them. Whether they oppressed, violated, or erased her, even if they were false, abusive, or rotten with patriarchal decay, there is no choice. There is no change. There is no question. Follow blindly. Accept your fate. Succumb your spirit to self-sabotage and hate. And if the weight of social, cultural, religious, and familial oppression were not enough, Layla also endured many deaths, wounds of betrayal from those closest, those she loved and trusted. Abused since infancy, she was burned to the ground for the crime of radiating purity and innocence. The darkened egos around her smirked as she turned to ash, but none of them foresaw what would rise. She did not rise again as Layla. She rose as Kali. Like Joseph, thrown into a well by his brothers and sold as a slave. Like Judas, who betrayed Jesus and delivered him to death. Like Brutus, who stabbed Julius Caesar and broke his karmic oath. Layla was devoured, eaten alive, left for dead. But the truth is this: the price of ignorance, arrogance, greed, the cost of hate, bitterness, lust, and envy is very high indeed. Because in the end, everyone must pay the reaper. To be an Arab woman, to burn in fire and be forged into a sword.